Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Local News. As always, are sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga. Check us out on all of our platforms. Let's get right to it. Well, Butler County. By the way, Butler County is a weird county. Butler County, Ohio is just north of Hamilton County in southwest Ohio. And if you didn't know this, Butler County is considered a Republican bastion. However, you have these areas like Hamilton, poor, and then you got the rich places like Liberty Township, Westchester, so forth and so on. So you got this contrast. But you know what? They're all big Republicans. So why in the hell do they always have weird stuff going on in Butler County? All right, officials say a total of 2.38 grams of fentanyl, 9 grams of cocaine, and 11 clonazepam pills, 48 pressed fentanyl pills, 4,000 cash, and 2 firearms, all of which were reported stolen, were seized at a traffic stop and apartment search. Authorities nailed 36-year-old Asase DeBose and 30-year-old Michael Lewis. Unbelievable. Billy Wagner from down in Pike County, Ohio. Remember, there's a Pike County, Kentucky, and a Pike County, Ohio. Pike County, Kentucky, and the Hatfields and McCoys. Actually, the McCoys lived in Pike County, Kentucky. Hatfields were in West Virginia. But the Wagners live in Pike County, Ohio, and he wants to change the venue, which isn't going to happen. Now, this is messed up, folks. Messed up. A youth pastor, his name is Jario Isidro Thomas Sanchez, was indicted last week on 14 counts, including sexual imposition, unlawful restraint and abduction, according to Butler County, more Butler County, putting to death penalty. You know what? Isn't it scary as a parent? Is somebody volunteering to coach your kids, or teach your kids, because they're deviants, Boy Scouts, so forth and so on? It's messed up. In local news, Big Bone Salt Lick Party is going down October 20th and 22nd. You gotta love that name, Big Bone. When I did my governor's video and we said Kentucky has Big Bone, there were some people that thought I should take it out, but I didn't. We kept Big Bone in. Big Bone is having their Salt Lick Festival on October 20th and 22nd. Sabrina, are you going down to see Big Bone?
No, I saw the sign, the salt sign yesterday.
When's the Wolf Festival in your county?
Tomorrow.
All right, go to the Pendleton County Wolf Festival, but don't forget to go see the Big Bone at Big Bone. 87-year-old died, sad story. I'm going to tell you something personal about this one, all right? An 87-year-old woman passed away in a crosswalk. She was struck by a vehicle Tuesday night. Her name is Barbara Sumner, a Latonia resident. This happened to my Granny Crippen staple when she was 84 years old down on Fish Street in Madison. What happens is, I don't know if this happened in this case, but Granny was crossing the street this way. This guy has the green light. He turns right, ran over. Killed my granny, 84 years old. So it's sad. Can you imagine living to be 87 and you get struck by a damn car? Sad story. Heavy machinery crash up on Richmond Road, Main Street. Guess where? Hamilton, Butler County. Jacob Moeller, 25 of Mount Orab, has died from multiple traumatic injuries. He was operating a 30,000-pound machine. Got a young family. Sorry for your loss, folks. All right, 76-year-old robbed at Kroger's. I got to look and see at the county. Is it going to be Butler County? No, it's Blue Ash. All right, but a 76-year-old robbed at Kroger. That's where we've come as a society. They grabbed her purse and she's holding on to her purse. Nuts. 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 All right, what else do we have here? Roebling Bridge was shut down again. Why is everybody picking on the Roebling Bridge? I say, Jamie, you, me, let's get our buddies, Chuck, the whole gang, let's go down and guard the Roebling Bridge for this community.
You'll get arrested.
No, we won't. We're allowed to carry guns. I want the Bulldog Nation and Bulldog Mafia to defend the Roebling Bridge for this community. I'm getting tired of it getting shut down. These were P&G Greeners that got arrested. They were protesting something that Procter & Gamble did. I don't know. Might even been a good cause. but they got arrested. But I wanted to leave the Roebling Bridge. I want this to be a clip, too. All right, motorcyclist dies. Sad news. I hate jumping back. I need to put all this sad news in one group instead of going back and forth. Mark Hoffman, 45, killed outside of Kroger's in Erlangen. We covered that yesterday. All right, this is a sad story. Knox County reports, Knox County, Kentucky, on October 1st, Deputy Tucker Blakely, look at this fine young man, domestic phone call, was killed. Effed up. Death penalty. And Kentucky news, Candace McGraw. This is Mark Arnson's good friend. Wink, wink. Used to hang out with Jim Huff, Mark Arnson. Candace McGraw, there's a secret story to that. McGraw has been elected, she's the head of the airport, to the head of the Kentucky Chamber of Commerce. What does that mean? She'll be doing less work at the airport. All right, WLKY is going to LKY is going to sponsor the Kentucky Governor Debate 1 in October. Cameron stumbles. He got hit with that question of that young girl that got raped by her stepfather. Stumbled around. It's difficult decision. Yeah, right. By the way, my wife woke me up to that issue, man. When she heard what my position was and I came home that day, I was like, wow. And everything she said made sense. You got to have the exception of rape, incest, life of the mother. You know what? You can talk about that in this, non-real world way, but I got to ask you a question. Your little girl, 12 years old, your granddaughter, 12 years old, gets raped by someone, maybe even an incestual rape, and gets pregnant. You're going to carry that child to term. Really? Telling you, man, real life wakes people up on ideology. God dang it. Write that down. I got to remember that one. That's a good one. I want that to be a cut, too. All right, in Ohio, international crime ring is hitting fancy subdivisions and big fancy houses. You believe this crap? Here it says, see, folks, I want to tell you something. The effects of everything that's happened at the border, if you don't think sooner or later it doesn't hit Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, Southeast Indiana, you're crazy. We now have street racing blocking interstates. We got old ladies getting beat up at grocery stores. We now have wealthy subdivisions being targeted by international burglary rings. I mean, we got fentanyl, drug busts. I mean, folks, shootings. It's come to us. It's come to us. All right. Avtab Pureval is a moron, according to Stork. The gun laws. They passed these gun laws. Now it's all being litigated, blah, blah, blah. Is there any jackwagon or moron in Cincinnati that thinks gun laws are the problem? The morons that run your city think they do. All right. Beginning today, Jamie, you got to slow down in Ohio because you get a ticket and not a warning for distracted driving. How the hell do you prove that? All right, public education's being halted. The reforms by a federal judge. P.G. Sittenfeld, his lawyers want him to be out on bail while his appeal takes place. And you know what? I support it. This is a short prison sentence. He's probably going to get 3 years, probably 3 to 5. And it's wrong to have to serve your prison sentence until your appeal's done when you've got something like that. Jim Jordan from the state of Ohio is thrown in his hat in the ring for Speaker of the House. By the way, little history for you folks. Do you know where throwing your hat in the ring came from? Teddy Roosevelt started that, throwing your hat in the ring. Do you know where the teddy bear, people giving teddy bear came from? Came from him. He saved a little teddy bear. Instead of shooting the teddy bear, he saved the teddy bear on a hunting trip. So that's how he became teddy bear, Theodore Roosevelt. Do you know who the first president was that ever went down in a submarine? Teddy Roosevelt. Do you know who the first president ever fly was? Teddy Roosevelt. You know who the first president ever rode in a car was? Teddy Roosevelt. TR, baby. Turn of the century, man. Okay, that was too much information. This is the Bulldog Every Dog Has Their Day. Have a great one.